Hi, I'm Brian Moore. Welcome to my guitar studio. Today's lesson is on the piece Autumn Rain. I'm going to play the piece for you now, and then we're going to have a little guitar lesson on it, and I'll give you some tips on how to play it. All right, let's take a look at this piece now and some of the right and left hand aspects that we need to cover. All right, the first thing we need to do is focus on the right hand. We're gonna talk about hands separately, and just the right hand. This finger is P, I, M, A, and the little finger is C. P, I, M, A, and C. And I'm going to play on the top four strings, meaning 4, 3, 2, and 1. P plays on 4, I plays on 3, M plays on 2, and A plays on 1. And that's the arpeggio. It's a P, I, M, A arpeggio. We're not going to be using the C finger in this arpeggio. Let me back up just a little bit. Okay, trying to get as much light as I can. P, I, M, A. P, I, M, A. P, I, M, A. P, I, M, A. Now let's do that together. I'm going to count 1, 2, ready, begin. And I want you to do the arpeggio with me very, very slowly. 1, 2, ready, begin. Let's pause for a moment and rest, and let's do the arpeggio one more time together. I will count 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, ready, begin. And that is the right hand on this piece. Sometimes we're going to be moving around and playing on the lower strings, and even on the 6, 5, 4, and 3. You need to be able to do the arpeggios on each of these strings. So let's go take a look at the left hand next. We're going to talk about the left hand in the beginning part of the piece. Okay, now we're going to focus on the left-hand portion of the piece in the first 8 measures. And one of the things that we do when we're learning studies, and this is a type of study, is some particular technical aspect of guitar playing. In this case, there are multiple technical aspects that we're drilling or trying to reinforce. One of them is the arpeggio that we were just learning, and arpeggios are very important. And the other is that we're learning the notes in first position on the lower bass strings, and all the way down to 6th string. So that's an important aspect of this piece. So we're starting on 4th string. I'm just going to play the melody note or the moving line from this section without the arpeggios, just to show you what the bass notes are and how easy the left hand is in this section of the piece. So the first note I'm going to play is 4th string open. I'm just using my thumb in the right hand only. That's D, E, F, E, and then D again. Okay? Let's do that again. I'm going to ask you to play those 5 notes with me. 1, 2, ready, begin. D, E, F, E, D. Now there's actually a couple more bass notes in this part, so I'm going to go on by a couple of bass notes. It's going to be D, E, F, E, D, E, D. And that's the melody in that section. We want that to come out. Thumb is the largest finger in our right hand, so it's playing that note pretty loudly. Try that with me again. Ready, begin. D, E, F, E, D, E, D. Let's do that one more time for practice. 1, 2, ready, begin. D, E, F, E, D, E, D. And the last note is an open string. If you have any trouble with with the bass notes in this particular part of the song, you may want to go over this part of the video again. I'm going to go on to the next part of the song, which goes down to 5th string, which is B, C, B, A, G, G, F. F is one of the lowest notes on the guitar, the lowest one being open E there. Let's try that again. Do it with me. Ready, play. B, C, B, A, G, G, F. Let's try that one more time. So we do have A, B, C, and E, F, G on these strings. These are all the bass notes in this position. We don't have anything on 4th fret that we have to worry about. Let's do that one more time, starting from the B. Ready? Begin. B, C, B, A, G, G, F. All right, excellent. I'm going to come back in a minute and we'll go over a different part of the song. Okay, so here we are with my music stand, and I have a chart of the bass notes on the lowest 3 strings of the guitar. This is 4th string here, this is 5th string here, this is 6th string here. Again, D open is 4th, A open is 5th, and E open is 6th string. And one of the reasons I'm showing you this is because As I said, this piece is kind of like a study or an etude, and part of what we're learning is arpeggios in the right hand, but we're also learning the lower notes in first position on the guitar, on the lowest 3 strings. And our musical alphabet is alphabetical like the normal alphabet, except it doesn't have 26 letters, it has 7 letters. And as you can see, some of them repeat here. These 2 E's do anyway, and these 2 F's do in this particular case. And we have other notes on the guitar, there's many notes. But these are the ones we're probably not familiar with yet. So E, F, and G is the same as E, F, and G on first string, except just different on the staff. And then we have A, B, C, D, E, F. Or if we go from here, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And as I said, one of the purposes of learning this piece is to learn these notes. So if I were to play the melody only, without the open strings and the arpeggios in the beginning part, the bass line would simply be D, E, F, E, D, E, F, F. And that's the first one. I'm going to sing the pitches now. Make sure I've got the right pitch. D, E, F, E, D, E, F. Now if you're wondering which fingers to use, this is of course open. Use second finger here, use third finger here. It's pretty straightforward. This is first fret, second fret, third fret, and those are the fingers I want you to use on those frets. Okay? The next part would go A, B, A, G. That's wrong. I'm sorry. The next part would go B, C, B, A, G, G, F, F. We haven't used this note yet, but we will in just a moment. So let's go over that again one more time. I want you to play the bass notes with me as I point to these notes. It's very easy. It's only one note at a time. Ignore the arpeggios that are usually in your score, at least for the time being. We'll get to those in a minute. Let's start here. Ready? Play these with your thumb. Ready? Begin. D, E, F, E, D, E, F, F. Now let's go down here and go to the B. Ready? Begin. B, C, B, A, G, G, F, F. All right, so let's go over these with the score now. This is D, E, F, E, D, E, F, F. Again, play with me. This is fourth string open, second fret, third fret, second fret, open, second fret, third fret, third fret. Let's try it. I'm going to count you in. 1, 2, 3, begin. D, E, F, E, D, E, F, F. Now let's jump down to here to B, fifth string, second fret, fifth string, third fret, fifth string, second fret, fifth string open, sixth string, third fret, sixth string, first fret. Let's try it from here. Ready? From the B, begin. B, C, B, A, G, G, F, F. And we've got repeats on here. Let's ignore that for the time being. Let's come back over here and do that with the tab. We're going to do both of these lines, and you can see the numbers. All of this line is on fourth string. This measure is on fifth. This measure is on sixth. And you can see that. We'll start right here. And I'll say the numbers. Ready? Go. Open, 2, 3, 2. Open, 2, 3, 3. All right, we're going to go through the standard notation part one time and the tab one time, starting with the tab. Starting right here, and I want you to do it with me. I'll say 1, 2, ready, go. And we'll begin right here with the open fourth string. Now, before I do that, notice how all of these notes are on the same string. These are all on fourth string, and we need to know those notes on fourth string. Here are the notes on fifth, and here are the notes on sixth. And the open sixth will be coming up in a moment. So, starting right here. 1, 2, ready, begin. 2, 3, 2. 2, 3, 3. 2, 3, 2. Open. 3, 3, 1, 1. All right, let's do that again. Make sure I'm singing the right pitches. Good. Starting right here, we're going to jump over to the standard notation in a minute. Now, keep in mind, we're jumping down to fifth string here, and we're jumping down to sixth string here. 1, 2, ready, begin. D, E, F, E, D, E, F, F, B, C, B, A, G, G, F, F. Let's do it again, and this time let's use the standard notation and try to get used to the actual notes that we're reading. Ready, begin. D, E, F, E, D, E, F, F, B, C, B, A, G, G, F, F. And rest for just a moment, and we will do it one more time before we go on. Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, begin. D, D, E, F, E, D, E, F, F, B, C, B, A, G, G, F, F. Now, one of the reasons that I'm doing this without the rest of the arpeggio is in this section, all of the arpeggio notes are open. So here's our standard notation, and here's D, E, F, E, D, E, F, F. All of these eighth notes here, the darker notes, are open strings. Third string open, second string open, first string open. And it's the same in every measure. When we get to this measure, measure 5, it's going to be fourth string open, third string open, and second string open. But again, these are all open strings all the way to here. When we get into the next section, we're going to have to put some chords down. These are frets 1 and 3. 1 and 3, these are fingerings to show you what fingerings to play. And of course, if you would rather use the tab or use a combination of tablature and standard notation to help you learn this piece. This is also included for your convenience. So as you can see in this section, we're going to have to, put some fingers down on these notes. And this will show you where they are. And you can learn these chords. We're going to look at the chords in a minute. And here they are. This one right here is the first one that we need to do to get into the next section. Now, before we go into the next section and do some playing, I want you to familiarize yourself with these chords. Sometimes we refer to these as double stops because there are two notes that we have to press down, and there are two notes here that we have to press down. If you look at this chord, you will notice that it looks just like that chord over here minus that note. So all you have to do when you get to this chord to make this one is position this third finger right here. And this is a standard C chord, which you're probably already familiar with if you've been looking at your chord chart. Once you've arpeggiated the C chord twice, you're going to scoot that chord up 2 frets from 1st fret up to 3rd fret. But all of this is very interrelated, so it's easy to make this transition from one chord to another. One of the reasons is that we have these common tones here in these first 3 chords. This finger is already established, so you can leave it down all the way until here, until you scoot it up to here. It's really easy to use your little finger or 4th finger to play this note, but you can use 3 if you like. But I just want to show you some of the shortcuts involved with playing these chords. You might want to take this chord, put your left hand on it, and practice scooting it up to here. All right, let's go on. All right, we're going to be working on measures 9 through 14. And I'm going to show you the left hand of the guitar part here. I'm going to be playing a C on 2nd string and a G on 1st string. I'm using my little finger. If you feel more comfortable with your 3rd finger, that's okay. It's just such an easier reach with the little finger. So I really like using that there. I'm going to be arpeggiating strings 6, 3, 2, and 1, at least for this first chord. And the first chord is going to be this guy right here. The second one is going to look like an A minor 7th, 4th string, and 2nd string. And then I don't have to do anything except add my 3rd finger for that next chord. And I don't have to do anything except scoot that chord up 2 frets to get to the last chord, which repeats 4 times. So it's here, 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 and here. I'm going to play through measures 9 through 14 with the camera zoomed in on my left hand. Okay? And you can play along with me if you like. So I'm going to count 1, 2, ready, go. I'm going to repeat. And there you have it. That is measures 9 through 14. And you can rewind the video if you want to practice this with me several times. That's great. Let's go on. All right, so we're going to talk about the chord at the very end of this piece right over here. We're going to play through the ending in a minute, but I want to just look at the chord here. This note in the chord on 5th string, we're going to leave that out. So I'm going to show you how to do that with my left hand. You only need 2 fingers for this. I'm putting a 2nd finger on G, 3rd fret, 6th string, and 1st finger on F sharp, 2nd fret, 1st string. And I'm strumming all 6 notes. Now because of this stretch between the 2 fingers, this flattens my finger out a little bit and causes 5th string not to really sound anyway. So the chord indicated in the tablature is a little bit difficult, and I recommend that you do this relatively simple fingering instead. So practice that a couple of times. Maybe pause the video at this point and practice that chord. It's not a real difficult one, but you do need to be able to stretch these fingers apart. Now what I want to do is go through the ending section starting right here down to the end, starting at this measure and going all the way to the end. And I'm going to play through that now with the camera zoomed in on my left hand. You can use your 3rd finger here or your little finger. I'm going to use my little finger. I'm in the habit of doing that. If you'd like to play along with me, I'm going to count 1, 2, ready, begin. And now I'm going to repeat. So again, that is measures 15 to the end. If you would like to play along with me, I'm going to count 1, 2, ready, begin. I'm going to do that one more time, maybe a tiny bit slower, and try to play along with me. 1, 2, ready, play. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and I'm gonna sign off from here. Please practice with the lesson, repeat parts of it as needed, and I'll see you in the next guitar lesson. Thank you very much.